Oops, I had the microphone muted. What's up, everyone? How you guys all doing? I hope everybody's awesome. Thank you for coming out. Let me get your guys' messages up on the screen. I think my not my microphone, but my camera looks a little dark there. That's probably a little better. I don't know. Should be good. Maybe I'm too bright now. I don't know. Where's the game? Why is the game not on here? Alright, we got live stream problems, everybody. Live stream problems. Alright. There we go. Now we got her all fixed up and ready to rock and roll, I do think. I almost fell asleep there, so I'm running a few minutes late. Alright, well, I've lost the chat. Where is the pop-out chat? There we go. Alright, perfect. Now I can see what you guys are saying. Alrighty, Winpoo, what's going on? Tiffany, hello, hello. McVin, good to see ya. Virgil, what's up? Dead Marauder. We got, who else is here? Ryan, what's up, Ryan? Eddie, hello. Billin. We got Eric. Good to see you guys. Carl, what's up, buddy? McVin in the house. Uh-oh. McVin says he reached a big milestone this week. Did you make the world's largest foil ball? Maybe? I'm not sure what you did, but whatever it is, congratulations. Kenny, what's going on, my man? Ah, you got a Devo. Kenny got a Devo. Nice, nice. That's not bad. Oh, today's Friday, isn't it? Yeah, I didn't do a crate opening video because I did the race pass, so. I don't know. Tiffany says, I need your help. What's up, Tiffany? Alright, so you can't do a 0 through 96 sprint race. So generally, alright, so sprint races is kind of like this, right? Move your transmission slider all the way to the right and see if that helps. Transmission slider or final drive slider, whatever you want to call it, move it to the right. That gives you more acceleration, and then the car is going to shift really crazy fast. It's all about having enough parts installed on the car and then finding the right balance between top speed and acceleration on the transmission slider, basically. I do have a video, like if that doesn't help you out, I do have a video on my tuning playlist for tuning for top speed and speed traps and sprint races and everything else. Tuning is one of those things where it's a little bit of an art. I mean, the basics are move your final drive and make sure you have enough parts. If that doesn't help, then either you're missing parts or you need to go more in depth on tuning for fastest 0 to 100 times. And that's where my video would come in. I mean, there's kind of a lot to go over on that in a way, so if that little bit of info I gave you right there doesn't help, then I would definitely look up the video I made on tuning for 0 to 60 and 0 to 100s. But a lot of times all you gotta do is move the transmission slider over and bam, you'll nail it. Depends on the car, right? Now some cars don't have good acceleration, so it depends on what you're trying to do and whether or not the car is even capable, so that's something to remember as well. If you're doing like Tempest 3 Tier 4, not all of the Tier 4 cars are capable of doing a fast enough 0 to 60 time to make it through. Alright, so Kenny's been waiting for a Devo and finally got one. That's cool, man. I don't know if I have a Devo or not. Alright, so my car is pretty not wonderful. I never really upgraded this car much past a live racing setup, so we're going to go run a few Showdown races and then we'll take this into live racing. I don't expect to get very far because this is pretty much set up for live racing, and I decided not to max this one out because I didn't really need to. I ran the event enough to get the body kits I wanted and get some cool parts stuff, and yeah, then I just kind of left it there. I'm stingy. I'm just so stingy with my resources. It's terrible, but that's why I got a bunch of keys and decent amount of game cash saved up, so yeah. You gotta be stingy or you're gonna run out of everything. Kenny got it this morning. Very cool. There's a lot of cars in this game I would like to have, but I don't yet. But maybe one of these days I'll get them. If not, that's okay. That's how I see it. Maybe one day. If not, then it is what it is. Because I look at it this way. I got lots of really cool cars in this game, so I'm pretty happy. Yeah, I'm running like 10s and 11s. My car is running like tier 4 times here. It's not really going to be a great Showdown car, so I don't think we'll do Showdowns too long. We'll probably do a few of these, then move over to live racing. I actually like this Lamborghini a lot for live racing. Eddie's trying to figure out to unpair a phone to a tablet. How do you pair a phone to a tablet? Like, I don't even know what that means. Dude, I have no idea. I bet you could probably go on YouTube and do a search for that and find out pretty easily. But I've never tried to connect two phones together for any reason before. I'm not really sure why you would. I don't know. I mean, I guess if worse comes to worse, you just factory reset the one you care about the least, and then that would probably unpair them. But no, I mean, for me, pairing's made from Bluetooth. I mean, are they paired together on Bluetooth? If that's the case, why would you do that? I've never actually heard of that before. Like, what would that accomplish? I'm just curious is why I'm asking, because I've never actually heard of anybody pairing phones together, or phones and tablets. Kenny says 10th pull for the PC car. That sucks. That's a lot of pulls for a crappy car, but that's definitely better than 15. Way better than 15. Sup, Sergio? How are you today? Tiffany's on Tempest 3 Tier 4. Yeah. One of the main problems with that is you have to have a car that can do 260 miles per hour on the top speed and 0 to 60 in 1.37 seconds. I would say probably the majority of Tier 4 cars cannot do both of those things, so what a lot of people do is they get one Tier 4 car with good top speed, they get another one with good acceleration, then they spend the gold to switch when they need to. I mean, that's really the easiest way to do it, or you can just wait till you get one of the cars that can do both. Now, if you happen to get the Elite Tuners WRX or the Elite Tuners Lancer, those two tier 4 cars, I mean, you're definitely going to get one of them for free at some point when you get to those events for them. So those are good cars to use, but the WRX definitely needs to be maxed out to do it. It can barely hit that 0 to 60 time. So the Lancer is a better choice if you're working on Tempest, but those are both tier 4 cars that can do the entire thing if you have enough parts on them. All right, you're using the Honda NSX-R. I'm trying to remember if that car had good enough acceleration for it. That's the, I assume you're talking about the Legends car, right? If my memory serves me correctly, the Legends NSX-R is capable. I can't remember if we have any more NSX-Rs in the game, but does anybody remember if the NSX-R can hit that top speed? I'm sorry, the acceleration needed? My memory is not extremely good, and we got like 1,500 more plus cars in the game, so I have a hard time remembering what they all do. McVan, yeah, my Hurricane, I barely upgraded this past a live racing setup, so it was never really... I never really upgraded enough to make it fast. I just upgraded enough to get some body kits and rims out of the event and then put it into the live racing, and that was about it. Yeah, I don't think I have any of the parts upgraded to stage 5 on this car. So no matter what I do, this car is going to be slow and crappy for the Showdown, so we're not going to do a whole lot of Showdown here. I know I'm going to get stuck pretty soon. What's up, Morgan? How are you doing today? Yeah, we got the 8. I'm not looking forward to other people having to put resources into the ACS8 Camaro, Kenny. I'm sorry that you have to put resources into that thing. Oh, it's such a terrible car. It's such a horrible car that looks amazing, but I don't like it one bit. I feel bad for anybody who doesn't already have one, because it's painful putting resources or keys into a car like that, in my opinion. What's up, Jedi? What's up, Eddie? Alright, so Kenny says the BMW M2 Coupe G87 2023. Kenny, that's a tier 3 car, right? I think that's a tier 3 car, isn't it? Oh, the N-Attack package, if you have enough parts on that, that will blow through Tempest no problem. That's actually a great car for Tempest 3 tier 4. So Tiffany, if you have that, that is a really good car to use, but you do got to upgrade it very highly. But that can do the top speed, that can do the acceleration, and it will run faster than the boss with enough parts and the right tune and all that good stuff on it. So that car will work. That's actually a pretty nice car. I like that car overall. Okay, so we're having a tier 3 car next season for the Prestige Cup. You know, that wasn't being tongue-tied there. My lips got locked. Have you ever felt kind of dehydrated and your lips are dry? Sometimes they stick together when you're trying to talk. It makes it hard to say certain words when your mouth's feeling all dried out. Ah, man. Melon says the ACS Camaro is crap. It's crap. I agree, though. Yeah, the only thing that has going for it is nice looks, and that's it. Of course, how's it going, man? Alright, Kurt says, should I use my best car for Tempest 1 or should I use my best car for Tempest 3? Doesn't matter. Unless you're running the Elite license, right? You can run the Tempest 1 boss, Tempest 2 boss, Tempest 3 boss with the same car. If it's fast enough. Now, if you're doing the Elite license, once you make a car Elite, it's now X'd out of Tempest forever. So you can't use it to race any bosses or do anything else at that point. But it doesn't really matter what car you use for racing Tempest as long as it's fast enough. But when you're doing the Elite license, you want to use your best live racing cars because they're going to get a bonus, right? They're going to get a nice bonus and make a lot of respect points when you win. So that helps your crew or your teammate out if you elite those good live racing cars. So if you've got a nice live racing car that you like, I mean, I would suggest an Elite Tuner's car or maybe a Legends car if you got a good one for live racing, because those get a little extra bonuses. Now there's going to be some new Legends cars coming out that are going to be super fast and they have huge bonuses. Those would probably be some of the best cars to elite if possible once the new Legends events come out. Those are going to earn so much RP, it's going to be crazy once you get all the bells and whistles onto those things. What's up, Juan? How you doing today? Oh man, Juan pulled 11 crates to get the oh, no Camaro still for 11 crates. I hope you got some good cars though. Hope you got a couple decent cars at least, but one thing about this game is if you don't have enough silver keys saved up, I highly suggest stop using your keys. Save up for a few months, get a few thousand keys, and then you probably won't struggle any longer to get the Prestige Cup cars. One of the best things I did is I think I stopped spending for 3 or 4 months. I know that's a long time, but it was totally worth it in my opinion. And then once I joined the Milestone Prize crew, a lot of those cars we now get as prize cars, and then several months later they become Prestige Cup cars. So as a new player, saving keys allowed me to get the Prestige Cup cars before we were getting them as Milestone Prize cars. It was a big deal, actually. Alright, Tiffany, catch you later. Hope that works out. I don't know how many parts you got on that car, but that N-Attack package will do it to it. With enough parts for sure. But Juan, I definitely hope you can do it. Unfortunately, the Camaro is not great, but you know, if you need it for the Prestige Cup or whatever, I hope you can grab it after spending all those keys already. I do highly suggest saving up a bunch of keys though. Melon says the FF Supra is decent. Yeah, which one, I guess? I think we got... How many Fast and Furious Supras do we have? 2 or 3? Peter's not excited about the ACS. Me neither. Pep, hello, hello! When does Tempest 4 launch? We've been waiting for probably about 7 years for Tempest 4 and it's never came out yet, so my guess is maybe never. I don't think it's ever going to come out. It may come out someday, but I'm not counting on it to tell you the truth. What's up, Zammo? He says, Turd Taco ACS Camaro. You're stealing my best lines. Ashton, what's up? What's up? Yeah, I think I saw somebody ask about one of the Supras, but I did lose the comment, so. The GR Supra that you get from Elite Tuners is awesome. The Fast and Furious Supra we just got, it's okay. I mean, it's a decently fast car. It's nothing crazy, but it's not a bad car. I can't remember if it's got a good live racing setup or not. I mean, it runs decent times, but I'm locked out of the content account currently, but I'm waiting for Google to send it the update. Every time I try and log on, it says, this account requires a new update. And then, unfortunately, when I go over to Google Play to look for the update, it hasn't arrived yet, so. What's up, William D? How's your day going? Cloud wants to know, can I remove fusion parts from my current car? Yes, but it's going to cost you a fortune. Let's just say you have a fully maxed out tier 4 car. I think it's like 3,000 or 4,000 gold to remove all the fusion parts. But you have to pay gold for each part to remove each one, and then they go back into your inventory, so. I'll show you how to do it if you want to, but I think it's a horrible deal. So this car is slow and crappy. We're going to take this into live racing. Heck with this Showdown where my car is too darn slow. I never upgraded this thing very much, so let's go live race it instead. Alright, Peter said there's too much crap on the map right now. I'm going to tell you what, I think they should organize the map where everything is like in nice lines and rows and not just scattered all over the place. The map's a mess. Uh-oh, did my game just freeze? Yeah, the map's kind of a mess. William D, hope you're doing good today. But yeah, I'll show you something on removing fusions if the game loads in. I don't know what it's doing. Dear game, are you there? Dear game, have you died? Did you fall down a well? Hello, game. Alright, I think I'm gonna need to restart the game because it seems to be having issues. Alright, let me try this. Maybe it'll work better if I restart it. Hopefully I didn't lose all my respect points from that Showdown. Jedi says, I'm never here. Well, where are you if you're not there? Here's my bad joke. William D says, are your sinuses feeling better? Yes and no. They're back to their old level of badness, but the weird problem I was having seems to be gone now, so. I've had horrible sinuses ever since I was a kid, so they're back to the normal level of annoying, which is good, so. They're much better than they were the last couple of months. Last couple of months until the doctor gave me that prednisone, man, my sinuses were messed up. But I think he was right. It was probably the autoimmune disease causing me problems because I got prednisone for about a week and everything cleared up. That stuff was great. Next time I start feeling lousy, now I know what to ask for, right? Alrighty, so if you want to strip parts off of a car, let's find a maxed out car. I think this car is maxed out. So this is how you can do it. I mean, I'm not actually going to do it, but I'll show you. So first off, if I go over here and I hit strip this car, limited edition, hold on, let me find a different car. Hold on. How is that limited edition? I mean, I guess it kind of is, but... let's find something that's got some upgrades on it. We'll pretend to strip a car. Let's go to this car. So one thing, let's just get a good idea of how much it costs to strip a whole bunch of parts off a car. If I remember correctly, it's about 3,000 or 4,000 gold. So if I hit strip, it's going to cost 2,250 gold to remove all the parts and strip the car. And yeah, that's a lot of gold for removing some parts. Now, if you come in here to where your fusion parts are, come on, game, don't crap out on me right now. I'm trying to do something. All you got to do is find a fusion part you want to remove, click on it, and it's going to say, do you want to remove this part for 100 gold? Or do you want to remove the blue part for... oh, I guess you have to remove them in order. 35 gold for that part, so... that's how you remove parts, but I do not suggest it because you'll blow through a lot of gold taking those parts off. So it's really not worth it in my opinion. The Benz CLA 2025 is the milestone prize car. CLA 2025. I don't know why, but I've never been much of a Mercedes guy. Now, there are some Mercedes I do like, but for some reason, they're just not my favorite cars in the world. Alright, let's go grab our Huracan Evo and go live race. Cloud says I messed up. I put all the fusion parts on my free GTR Supra instead of putting on the Elite Tuner Supra. Well, the good news is Toyota fusion parts aren't really all that hard to get. I mean, they're not like the easiest to get, but the game, there's a lot of Toyotas in the game now. So those come out pretty easily. I would just leave them on the Fast and Furious Supra. I mean, it might set you back a little bit for whatever you're trying to do. I mean, unless you want to spend a few thousand gold. I mean, you can probably buy a few thousand gold for a few dollars if needed. Please stop with the pop-ups. But, oh my god, why is the game doing this? I just want to, oh my god, I just want to play the game, you ding-dongs. Donna, stop sabotaging my game. Those pop-ups drive me nuts. Alright, we should be about in the 11.6 lobby or somewhere similar with this car. So, I'm going to say we're in 11.6, guys and girls. 11.6. William says, do it on a lower tier car, it's cheaper. What, removing parts? Well, he's trying to remove them off of a tier 5 car, so it might even be more expensive, actually. But that just gives him an idea of how you do it if you want to, and how much horrible it costs. How horrible it costs. Alright, let's go live race over here. Yeah, somebody said the map is full of crap. There is crap everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's like a whole bunch of crap. Ooh, there's orange tokens there. I would have to spend more of those to get those, though, which I don't want to do it. Alright. The map is a mess. Why can't they just put everything in like nice straight lines so we can actually find it and see it all without having to roll all over the place? Oh, wait, wait. I'm supposed to be doing this today. I'm telling you, I barely got any sleep last night. I almost fell asleep here before the stream, so. Well, let's go run this instead. Let's see if we can make it with this. Actually, It probably won't work out. I don't really care if I get that car or not, but I've been very, 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 very busy with a few things the last couple of days, so I'm behind and discombobulated and running late on everything. I've been working on a couple of projects the last probably week or so, and it's taken a lot of my time away from things I normally would have been doing, and I'm behind. What's up, Horizon? How are you today? EV lover, what's going on? How are you today? Glad you liked the video. Welcome to the live stream. Cloud says, such a pain removing fusion parts. I don't think I've ever really removed fusions except for when I was trying to do Tempest 3. I took some fusions off of some sort of Mazda to put them on that little crappy Miata they give us. I think that's the only time I actually ever removed some parts that I can remember. I mean, I've probably done it more than that, but that's the only time I remember. Alright. Why do all the cars sound the same? Well, my guess is whoever the developers are, don't really care about making the cars sound good, or they're just lazy, so they're like, well, let's just give them all the same crappy sounds. I don't know. William D says the blue Showdown is decent to do. Yeah, 1,000 trophies, you can get that car. I'm interested to see if I can get 1,000 trophies with this. Even this, I don't think this car is maxed out either. I don't have any good cars. I should have upgraded my Fox body Mustang all the way. I don't really care if I get the Fast and Furious prize car from this or not, though, to tell you the truth. It would be nice to have it, but I don't care. It's not one of my favorite Fast and Furious cars. If it were a Fast and Furious car I really liked, I'd be all about it, but I don't know, that little Lancer is cool, but not really my thing. Yeah, we're going to try and make it with a 12-0 car. Oh, man. My Fox body Mustang might be slightly faster than this, but not much. Dark came back from my dog. What's up, Dark? How's your day going? Ron G. Alright, Ron G says I don't want a pink. Is the pink car the prize or is it the Lancer? I thought it was the Lancer. I'm going to tell you what, my memory is crap. My memory is just about as bad as the ACS8 Camaro we got for Prestige Cup car this season. William D says 12.0 won't get it done. We will see, William D. I will bet you negative $10 billion on that. Negative 10 billion. I think that means whether I win or lose, you owe me $10 billion. I don't know. I don't know how that works. All right. Yeah, I doubt I'm going to make it, but I'm going to try. All right, Juan says you got to get down to the 9s. The 9.9s. Yeah, I don't have anything that fast. I definitely should have put more parts on my Fox body Mustang. I was actually planning on doing that, but I forgot all about it. Like I said, I've had a couple of really busy days, and Green Viper says you get the car at 1,000 instead of 1,400. Yeah, that's nice, actually. I might be able to slap a couple more parts on my Mustang. Maybe. Maybe get it in there. I really don't want to put any more resources into it. I got it on a nice live racing setup, and I don't need to upgrade it more. I kind of hate to miss a free prize car, though. I'm gonna tell you what, I'm a crazy person when it comes to hoarding resources. I don't know why, but I hoard resources like crazy. I hate spending my resources. What's up, Mixton? How you doing today? Good to see ya. Horizon says, any fan favorite car in CSR? I'll tell you what, there are so many really cool cars in this game. I don't know anybody can pick a single favorite, to tell you the truth. There's probably about like 100 cars that I absolutely love in this game. I mean, I definitely like some of them better than others, but I'm going to tell you, it's very hard to pick. Morgan, what about tier 3, my man? Morgan says something about tier 3. William says, have you done a video on the race? Yeah, I put one out this morning, actually. I made a race pass video this morning. I'm guessing YouTube is being a lazy turd and not notifying people. Or at least it didn't notify him about it. Darn you, YouTube. Show people my videos, darn it. Darn it, YouTube. What's up, Max the Gamer? Oh god, that guy destroyed me. Oh no. You know what? Let's go put some more parts on my Fox body. I might be able to slap a few more parts on there without having to wait. I'm not sure. We'll give it a try. Why not? Morgan says, not really a fan of the color pink. I don't mind pink. I mean, it's not my favorite color or anything, but I think pink's a nice color depending on the shade. Now, if it's like a powder pink, like a really light powdered looking pink, I would say no thank you, but like a really bright pink, like neon pink, I can deal with that. Let's see what I can do with this. We're going to see if we can make this work. Probably not, but I'm going to try it. If not, I'll throw some more parts on it, finish it later today or something, but yeah, look, I mean, I can upgrade quite a few of these things to like stage 3. I actually like this car, so I don't mind putting some extra parts into it. I could probably fit some of those free parts, but I'll save those for later. I hoard those as well. Once it's like, hey, you're out of those, then I'm like, okay, now I'll go spend them on something. No! Might as well go up to stage 4 on those. Alright, we're going to go ahead and let's fit some of these parts on here and see if that's going to do it to it for us. But yeah, I hate upgrading cars. My fusion parts, my resources, they're all gone now. Oh man. This is a really cool car though. I've been wanting this car for years, so I'm not really upset about putting a few extra parts into this. Might as well try and get the prize car before the thing ends. If I'm lucky, maybe this will put us up to where it needs to be to win. Probably not, but we'll try. Now, one thing about Ford parts is I probably got more than enough of these for whatever, so I'm not upset about spending Ford parts. I just don't like spending my game cash, really. I think I have OCD. Not kidding. Alright, let's tune this thing up and see what we can do here. Alright. Will this be it? Tiffany's back, so how did it go? So, getting gold is a very slow process. Or you can just buy it. If you click that little plus up on the top there. I don't know what... Okay, if you click the little plus up on the top there, you can buy gold for real money. But just playing the game, just doing your daily stuff and playing the game, you can acquire a bunch of parts. But you'll see like resources in here. Like right here, you know, 4,600 gold for 20 bucks. That's not horrible. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind buying a little gold every once in a while. Most of the stuff in the game is really overpriced, but... Ooh, Max says my neighbor just bought another Fox Body Mustang. Nice. My neighbor has a really cool yellow Mustang. It's like a ragtop convertible. It looks... I'm not sure if it's a Fox body or not. I think it might be. It looks a lot like this car, but I haven't really seen it up close. He's usually got it in his garage, but it's definitely some sort of old Mustang. Looks pretty amazing, to tell you the truth. Alright, 11 4s, 11 1s, 10 9s, 10 8s, 10 7s, 10 7s, 10 7s. Alright, 73, 72, 69, 70. Alright, we're going to go with that. It's still probably not fast enough until I get that couple of stage 4 parts pulled in, but we'll see what we can do. What time does the Fox body do on stage 6? I don't know. I haven't really... I made a video on this car several years ago. I don't really remember what the thing ran when it was maxed out, but I just know I really like the car. It's got a great live racing setup. I remember it being decently fast, but I don't know offhand what time it runs. Now I do have a link to the CSR World Record Sheet in all of my videos. You can look up pretty much any car on that, or you can just go to YouTube and type in the car in CSR and you'll be able to see the top speed for those cars as well. But let's see what we can do here. Alright, William D says the Roush is good. Yeah, the Roush Mustang is quite nice. That's a great tier 4 car. That can also beat Tempest no problem with enough parts. William D says every 3 levels you get 35 gold, which is a very small amount, but hey, you know, it's something, right? It's something. Ron G says gold is the easiest resource to save. Yeah, it really is. I mean, if you don't spend your gold much and you just play the game like normal, it'll kind of accumulate pretty quickly. But if you're in need of it right away, it's not something you can just get like right now without spending a few bucks, you know what I mean? That's the thing with this game. If you need something right now, you almost have to spend money on it. William D says the Boss 301 is a strong tier 1. That's a very nice car. Now you do got to remember though, the boss Mustang, right? That does require you to put some elite tokens into it to make it as fast as possible. It's probably the best one of the best tier 1 cars in the game if you put some elite tokens into it. A Cosworth versus Mustang race? Oh. I think a lot of Cosworth stuff was always made for Fords. I don't know if I've ever seen a Cosworth Mustang. Does that exist? I've seen the Cosworth, you know, like the Sierras and the XR4 TIs. I've seen the Cosworth Ford Escorts, but does a Cosworth Mustang exist? Now I'm curious. I don't remember. Aw, come on now. Sir, you're supposed to let me win. Green Viper says the Fox body was a Pinto. You're saying this Mustang, the Fox body Mustang, had problems? I don't know, my buddy used to have a Mustang notchback. That car was cool. I don't know if that's the same thing as the Fox body, but it looked very similar. That was an awesome car. But yeah, my favorite Mustangs though were the 1980s like 5.0 convertibles like Vanilla Ice used to drive. Stop, collaborate, and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention. The Fox body coupe was a notch. I thought so. But yeah, he used to have a red one of these then. It was pretty freaking cool. That car was really fast. I don't know what all he had done to it, but he had a bunch of like performance parts on it. I remember me and his brother took it out for a ride one day, and we were like, holy crap. I mean, it was so much faster than we thought it was, because he never drove it like that, but we did. Alright, Blooper says, don't do Tempest to get it over with. Find good cars you like. Use them for live races. Don't be that guy that uses Shaxis Agira. Yeah, I mean, Tempest is one of those deals where it's not that great anymore, right? Most of the boss cars are lousy. I definitely wouldn't be in any type of big hurry to get through Tempest. The Banker, how's it going? Oh, he says, where can I find Tempest? So Tempest is something you unlock. So if you're brand new, you're not going to see Tempest for a little while, right? You got to get through the first set of boss races and beat Shax and win his car, and then you start Tempest. But I wouldn't be, as a new player, I wouldn't even bother to do Tempest or the boss races or anything until I'd been playing for a while and I had a really nice collection of cars. And then I would just go run through it, elite the cars that I liked. I mean, I would do things very differently now if I were starting over compared to what I did when I started the game. Because when I first started the game, I had a million questions nobody could answer. And, well, I made a lot of mistakes. I did a lot of stuff wrong. Now that I know what I'm doing, I could probably do things a lot differently and have a much better time at this game than I did. And I wouldn't be struggling to, you know, get cars upgraded for Tempest. I wouldn't have bought and stripped 30 F12 Berlinettas or 30 Huracan Coupes just to max them out. I mean, the amount of game cash I spent just buying and stripping Berlinettas and the Huracans just to beat Tempest was horrible. William D says, I know nothing. Well, that sucks, man. William D doesn't know anything. That would be a horrible way to live life, just not knowing anything. I don't think I would really I don't think I would really like that so much. It'd be nice to at least know something. But yeah, one thing about this game though is you gotta unlock certain things in certain order, so not everything just pops up right away. Tim Huggins says the Fox body Mustangs were from 1979 to 93. Yeah, I don't remember what year my friend's was, but his was red. Remember he had some, I don't know what kind of exhaust. I think he had like, what were those cherry bomb exhausts or whatever? I remember he had to take it off and change it back to the stock one to go get emissions check. Because I think at the time he had an illegal exhaust system on that thing. William D says, everyone makes mistakes. To err is to be human. That is true. Blooper, how you doing today? Cloud says, what is the other app of CSR2? That's the CSR Hub. It's kind of like it's an app that gives out information about the cars. I'm not sure if that's live on Google Play yet. I got it on early access, but it should be going fully live pretty soon to where everybody can get it. Now that's made by like Nitro and some other people. That's not like actually made by CSR, but it's a really cool app. I actually made a video about it the other day, the CSR Hub. I think Ice Piece made a video about it. But yeah, I mean, it's a nice little tool. I mean, if you want to, you know, you can look up the cars, find out how fast each car is and all kinds of other stuff. I think Nitro did a really good job on that. I don't know if he made it all by himself or if he had someone help him, but that app is pretty awesome, actually. Do I have any tips on pulling silver keys for cars? No. There was a time where I would have, but they've changed the algorithm and the tricks don't work anymore. So bottom line is, go in there, press the button, and a 2-star or a 1-star turd taco will probably pop out. And then every once in a while, if you're lucky, you get something nice. But the tricks to win the car stopped working a long time ago. A lot of people thought they never worked, but I used to pull a bunch. I used to almost every season I would be able to get several of them pretty quickly. But those days are done and over with. I don't think Max the gamer ever believed the tricks worked, but I think they worked. Used to work. I think they used to work. I think Max used to make fun of me. Max says, good morning, newcomers. If you guys are not familiar with Max the Gamer, he's got a really good CSR2 racing YouTube channel as well. If you're not familiar with Max, you should be. Max says they never worked. Sir, I'm about 99.1% sure that they did. I think that they worked. Tiffany says, Max, can you help me with collecting gold? I think Max has probably been playing a little bit longer than I have, actually. Alright, how many trophies am I currently at? I'm paying more attention to the chat, whether or not I'm, more attention to that than if I'm winning or losing. Alright, Ron G, you don't think the tricks were a thing either? I find it hard to be that it was just coincidence that we used to get them to work. I don't know. Alright, Green Viper says they give you one good car for every 1,000 turd tacos that you pull. All right. Oh God, that guy killed me. My poor little Mustang is dead. Alright, so Jewel Peterson says CSR2 should have been like Racing Rivals where you could have played your friends and go into lobbies you wanted. Yeah, you know, that's one thing I've been wanting for years is where you could go into a lobby and invite people. That would be wonderful. William D says you need to upgrade it more. Yeah, I'll have some more parts in a few hours. I'm 746. I'm getting close. 3, 2, 1, go. Let me see if I hit nitrous sooner if I run a better time. No! Just got an update. Any idea what it is? Alright, so this game constantly updates all the time. There's going to be a bunch of new stuff coming out. There's going to be some new Legends events and new this and new that coming out. So it's probably just getting you ready for those things when they become released. I don't know the date of the new Legends event, but I'm not looking forward to restoring more cars, but I am sort of looking forward to the Legends event in a way, dreading it in other ways. Green Viper says, y'all know what they should do in CSR? Give us free everything. I don't know. Juan says, that way, the way want to do is race a bit then. Hold on. I got to do this race. I'll read your comment in a second. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third, nitrous. I want to try second, third, nitrous, but it doesn't seem to be. Whoa, that guy destroyed me. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you do a few races, stop and come back later, you do have better chances on live racing. Once you get to the point where I'm at right now where you're losing, that basically means you've kind of hit the wall. So come back later tonight or tomorrow and you will have better luck. Blooper says, was the Hoonigan Kazi a free car? I mean, that was a car that they just came out with about a month ago, right? That car didn't exist until we just got it for free about a month ago. Maybe a couple of weeks ago. It wasn't that long ago, but yeah, that was a brand new car. I can't believe they gave us that for free. Alright, so Jabal wants to know how to get the Toyota Supra. Once you get into the Elite Tuners events, right? I think around level 30 or rank 30, you're going to see something on your map that says Toshimi X. You're going to run 3 races, and then they're going to give you the car for free after the 3rd race. And then, bam, you got yourself an awesome Toyota Supra. That is such a nice car. I really like it. Love that car, actually. Alright, you know what? I'm stuck. Let's go grab that Lamborghini and go live race for a little bit, because this car is done for now until it gets a few more parts in. Jabal, you're welcome, buddy. You are welcome. Jim Huggins, what's up, buddy? He says, could you imagine the chaos if you could comment in the live racing lobbies? You know what, Walnut? Oh, well, did I finish your comment? Oh yeah, I did. Never mind. I didn't get any sleep last night. I'm still tired. I need a nap. I need a long nap. I think I woke up at like 2 a.m. and couldn't get back to bed. So I think I slept for about 3 hours. Oh, come on. Did the game break again? Dear game, what are you doing? Donna has sabotaged our game again. Dear game, stop that. Stop that now. Get to the chopper now. That's weird. It doesn't normally do this. I guess I'm going to have to... Wait. It's moving again? I might have to restart the game again if it doesn't do something in it. Oh, there we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. William D says, to the cropper. Blooper says, I find the little dialogue cute. I get why people don't like it. Well, when like the bosses and stuff talk to you, I just skip past all of it. I don't want to hear that. I just want to race the race. Some people enjoy that, but I don't want to read anything. I just want to play a game. Alright, come on, game. What are we doing? I think the game is having issues. We are having major issues. Green Viper says live racing should be title for title. Not on this game. Everybody would be down tuning cars, and I think that would be a bad deal. Honestly. I wouldn't want to race anybody for pink slips or titles or whatever, because too many down tuners. They'd be stealing cars from all the noobs just for fun. It would be awful. I could see it now, like people would be quitting the game left and right because all the big bullies would be stealing their stuff. The noobs would be like, oh my god, I just got that card, I lost it. It would be terrible. Yeah, Cloud, I've done all kinds of stuff to LD Player. For some reason, it's been running crappy lately. Normally, you know, for a long time it ran really nice and really smooth, but I would say the last month or two, I don't know, we got an update one day and it hasn't run right since the update, so. Okay, we're going to go live race a little bit. Alright, Juan says they added the new Tier 3 Mercedes. Ah, we got bots. I always like racing Mrs. Pickles. Miss Pickles. That would be kind of cool to have a last name of actually Pickles. You could be Mr. or Mrs. Pickles. I don't know why, but I would enjoy having that last name. Maybe I should have been Danny Pickles. Actually, that doesn't sound good, does it? I'm going to change my name to Johnny Pickle Pants. Johnny Pickle Piper. I don't know. I'm tired. Leave me alone. Don't make fun of me. I know somebody's going to make fun of me for saying dumb things. I didn't get any sleep. William D says I'm pickled. Alright, I see one real player here. And a lot of bots. The nice thing about bots is it's guaranteed free wins. Green Viper says, my Evo would destroy yours. How do you know? Ooh. Look at those graphics. Those graphics are amazing. Those graphics are so nice. Everything looks really good on this map. I like this Evo. Oh, I forgot to slow down. I'm an idiot. You know, one I've actually lost to a bot a few times because I slowed down too much. It happens. What's up, Michael? Alright, so Michael, if you're running your live racing cars, oh my god. If you're running your live racing cars faster than the dyno time or your lobby, the game will definitely be moving you. And you don't want to run faster than your dyno, honestly. But it sounds like you're doing good and then you're just getting pushed back because you're running the cars too fast. If you notice, if you watch my videos where I set up a car for live racing, I set them up to run a certain time and then I run the cars at that time. And they're not beating the dyno or the lobby time, which allows them to stay in the same lobby without being bumped. Live racing is a nightmare if you're running faster than your lobby or faster than the dyno. So I always set up these low performance point high Evo setups and it saves you a lot of headache. Like this car, I think we got tier 2 nitrous, tier 3 tires, and I should say stage 2 nitrous, stage 3 tires, and probably like a stage 4 or stage 5 transmission. And it runs in what, the 11.6 lobby, I think it was. Yeah, you can get LD Player, BlueStacks, Mimo. There's a lot of emulators. Up until recently, LD Player was running this game great. Lately, it's been a little bit of a pain in the butt, but LD Player still does a pretty good job. I've always had a lot of issues with BlueStacks. I'm either in the 11.7 or 11.6 or 11.8 lobby here. Maybe even the 12.0 lobby. I think if I remember correctly, this car got in a slower lobby than it should be in for some reason. But if you notice, you know, if I can, I usually slow down before crossing the finish line on live racing. That also helps make sure you don't get pushed. But for some reason, I think this car just gets put in a weird lobby advantage. Like right now, I'm going to downshift. There I downshifted one too many times and I lost. So, yeah. I might be in the 12.0 lobby, guys. Looks like I'm in the 12.0 lobby. Flipper says, can you imagine a run through without online help? Getting the tier 2 WRX, spending keys, losing 200 gold to Victor. I don't know, when I started this game, I think I had all kinds of issues and problems and did things wrong, so what can you do, I guess? I probably made a lot of mistakes. I probably made a huge amount of mistakes, to tell you the truth. I think I did just about everything wrong for the first year. I think it moved me into a different lobby. Crab. What does that say? Krabby's ONLCE? I don't understand that word. William D says, I still have issues, problems, and mistakes. Yeah, I think we all do, actually. What gets me is I've been playing this game for about 8 years now, and sometimes I still find out things about the game that I didn't know. I'm like, hey, I didn't know that. You'd think after all this time you would know about everything, but not always. Bloop, you out. Have a great day, man. Thank you for coming out, my friend. Catch you later. Miguel says, I'm not the biggest fan of BlueStacks either. Yeah, I've always had big lag on BlueStacks. Max has just run the car with time control. Whoops, we disconnected. Yeah, controlling the time on your car is very important. Michael says, thank you. Alright, Cloud is tweaking my tier 3 for the boss. I think out of all the Tempest, I think tier 3 was probably the easiest for me. Tier 4 was the hardest. Tier 4 was rough in a lot of ways. Oh, did I slow down too much? Yes, that was close. Oh, yeah, I think we are in the 12-0 lobby. It's been quite a while since I've used BlueStacks. But I've never liked it. I've been thinking about trying Mimu again. I hear it's really good nowadays, but I don't know for sure. If this one gets to the point where it's giving me too much trouble, then maybe I'll try something else, but I don't want to have a bunch of different emulators on my computer at the same time. Alright, William D doesn't want crabs. What if they're cute little cuddly fuzzy crabs that bring you Krabby Patties? And SpongeBob and Patrick come along as well. Alright, this guy is probably going to destroy me. Cloud, no, the first set of bosses are not Tempest. After you beat Shax, which is the tier 5 boss, the first tier 5 boss, then you start Tempest. Alright, I don't know how, but I won that. Alright, Melon says, guys, the Helena Hitman has one spot open. 750,000 minimum. Talk to Max if you would like to join. Did it just bump me again? What just happened? Oh no. Oh no. Hey, there's... Oh, no, that's not Pee-wee. I thought that said Pee-wee for a second. Max the Gamer's mortal enemy. Pee-wee. Alright, William D, do we actually have a spot open right now? I don't know if he left or not. I know we had one guy that said they were leaving, so... Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Where I'm trying to find something. 1 second. Okay. I'm telling you. Everything's all discombobulated today. Alright, so if anybody is interested in joining my crew, if you have the Line app, you have to be able to make 750 or 700,000 respect points every season. You can click that if you have the Line app, join our waiting list or our recruitment room, and you'll be able to talk to somebody about possibly joining my crew. But you have to be able to make at least 750,000 every season, plus agree to all the other rules, but... So Saturn, I normally live race pretty much every Friday. After my car gets to the point where it doesn't want to win any more showdowns, then I normally switch over to live racing. Juan makes 2 million a season. That's some good points, my friend. 2 million, those are some very good points. Most crews would be happy to have you if you're making 2 million. Unless they're crazy. Juan says, my team came in ranked 250 last season. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, Jamie says, what do you do when your car cart 1,700 trophies to red tokens? Jamie, I'm not sure I understand what you're asking there. Clouds can still hit 700,000 RP for the season. Just my first day playing though. Well, the season's just off to a start, so it's just getting started, so you got a lot of time left to get some points. I never really pay attention to what my team ranks at. I mean, we used to always be in the top 500 to the top 1,000 most of the time, but as long as we get people getting, hitting the minimum and we're winning the prize car, I like to hit at least 35 million every season when possible, so... 35 million's a good place to be without working people to death, you know? Alright, there I ran 11.6. He ran 11.8. I think it did push me down a lobby. I might now be in the 11.8 lobby. William D says 35 million is about 1.2 per player. You know, our stream time is about up for the day. Okay, what do you do when your car isn't fast enough to get 1,700 trophies? Oh, well, unfortunately, getting 1,700 trophies is very hard to do. You pretty much need to have the fastest car available for the showdown. You have to max it out 100%. And then you have to drive it better than almost everybody else to hit 1,700 trophies. So, bottom line is, if your car is not maxed out and you don't have the fastest car for the showdown, you're probably never going to hit 1,700 trophies. Alright, Max, have a good day, my friend. Catch you later. But, I mean, I would say, you know, 1,500 trophies, even with a maxed out car, there's a lot of people who I think run like a macro code that shifts the car for them and a few other things just to get perfect shifts all the time. I think a lot of people actually do that, and in my opinion, that's cheating. So you got people hacking the game, making their cars faster than it's supposed to be. You got people running the little macro code that shifts the car for them and all kinds of crap, and it makes it really hard. Even if your car is maxed out, if you're playing legit, all that stuff makes it really hard to do well in the showdowns. William D say lots on his team score 2 million. Yeah, 2 million's not a bad score whatsoever. Not at all. What's up, Ryo? How you doing today? The collections tournament thingy. Alright, so I'm not really sure what you're referring to exactly. Oh, tournaments. Yeah. No, it's just a thing to earn some points. Now, one thing I notice is a lot of the times I don't have cars available to do it, which sucks. It's not really like a showdown unless they've changed it, but you basically just kind of, if you have a car that's available, you race a few races with that car, then the next day you race a few, then the next day you race a few, and then when it's over, you know, you and your crew will get more points if you, or get some prizes if you participated in it. So it's just a nice thing to get some extra prizes, but you have to use collections cars. Wyatt, what's up, my man? Unfortunately, you're coming in at the end of the stream, my friend, but it's still good to see ya. Green Viper wants to see the setup on my Evo. That is top secret information, Green Viper. Maybe I can show you. Alright, here's what I got on it. Hopefully the top secret car people don't come after me for giving away my secrets. Alright, so let's start off with our engine. So we got the engine on stock, turbo stock, intake stock, nitrous on 2, body on 3, tires on 3, transmission on 4. And for some reason it seems to have a big lobby advantage with this setup. As far as the tune, I probably got the tires and transmission on the normal place. Let's find out. Yep, nitrous all the way to the right. Tire is 8 psi, and I got 2.24 on the transmission with a basically 11.6 on the dyno. So it should be running in the 11.6 lobby, but it's running in like the 11.8 or 12.0 lobby on this setup. So for some reason, this setup gives this car a big lobby advantage. So far, it's been really easy to win live races on this thing. Jamie said, did you get the car from Silver Keys? Yeah, I've actually had that car for a long time. The ACS Camaro. It's not a very good car, but Melon says, smash that like button. Thank you, Melon. Yeah, don't forget to hit that like button. That would be nice of you. That would be very, very nice of you. Alright, so tournaments. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Donna sabotaged us again. I have 0% freshness for having bad Wi-Fi. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, tournaments is just a fun little thing to do. If you got the cars to do it, might as well do it. I missed the fact that that was up there on the map. I don't know if it just popped up there today, but I hope so, because if you missed the first day, you miss out on some stuff. Normally the first day I have cars available for it. The second day I might not have cars available for it. Oh wait. It starts in 16 hours, but bottom line is you lock in a car or whatever. So day one is going to have the SLS AMG Black Series and the C63. You basically lock both in, do a couple of races with it. Next day you come back, so it's going to have 2 cars for day 2. It's going to have 2 cars for day 3. And then you basically just earn a bunch of little stuff. It's kind of a nice deal if you got time to do it. So earn trophies by setting times with all the cars in the tournament. Your position on each leaderboard determines the amount of trophies you earn. You earn 2x multiplier if you set a time after completing the veteran task with the car. So if you have completed the veteran task, that car will earn more points. Simply completing races also grants you some amount of trophies. Earn the most amount of trophies to help your crew to victory and earn amazing prizes. Tournament lasts 3 days, yada yada yada. Try different setups and this and that and the other thing and blah 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 blah. But yeah, it's just a nice little deal to earn some extra stuff, which is nice. But yeah, it's a pretty cool deal if you ask me. Alright guys and girls, our stream time is about up for the day. I gotta get off of here and get a bunch of junk done, so I just want to say thank you so much for coming out to my live stream. I appreciate you guys and girls a lot. I really do. Thank you for being here. But I gotta get going. I'll be back on Sunday for another live racing stream. So we'll be doing some live racing on Sunday. And yeah. Catch you later. Lightning out. Have an amazing day. And we will catch you next time. Thanks again. You guys and gals are awesome. See ya.